Hello, everyone. Uh, we're gonna play a game. We're gonna start our first playthrough of this channel. Um, I really like Pokemon. My name is Kalen. I am a former host. Took my host role away. I had a gatekeeper take my host role, so I wouldn't be compelled to front to handle everyday life. I desperately needed a break. Personal life shit. I use he, it, fluff, pup, flame pronouns. I am a mixed source fictive between Sanji from One Piece, from 5 different pieces of media. One of them being the canon one. I can just list off my sources. I'm sourced from Sanji from the Funimation dub, so the canon dub. The One Piece Infection AU made by Watsuko-chan here on YouTube and over on TikTok. The 4Kids One Piece dub. That's why sometimes you'll hear me jump into the 4Kids dub voice. I am also sourced from a little Tumblr thing that I think might actually be gone now, called the D is for Doflamingo. And I'm also sourced from a One Piece fanfiction where the crew ended up almost starving in the Calm Belt, but I remember it differently. I am sourced from both Primus and Ultimus Richtofen from Call of Duty Zombies. I am also sourced from Pokemon, so yippee yahoo, you get to see me play through my own sources. And usually sometimes we will talk about what we remember different and stuff like that from our sources. And I'm also, recently I fused with a Noctis fictive, so I'm also sourced from Final Fantasy 15. But I go by Kalen. We also have Noctis, who is another one of our Noctis fictives. We have 3 of them now. 4 of them, sorry, we have 4 of them now. This Noctis uses he, they. He's a host and a protector. We have Dude, who's a postal dude fictive. He uses he, him. He is a suspected co-host and an anger holder. We have Garling, who is a One Piece fictive. He uses he, him pronouns. He is an absolute teddy bear, despite him being a persecutor. He is also a caretaker. And then we have Jedediah. Jedediah recently came out of dormancy. He is a Night at the Museum fictive. He uses he, him pronouns. I don't know what his roles are, because he doesn't talk much. Anyways, let's jump right into it. Pokemon is usually my expertise. You'll only be seeing me talking about them, just everybody else being co-con or making little comments here and there. So, on our channel introduction, I hope people talked about, I accidentally used the turbo feature. I need to go disable that. I hope people talked about how we have autism. I am one of the autism holders specifically for all of our special interests. There are a couple of others in our system that are specific special interests holders for our autism. I'm very, very enthusiastic, very knowledgeable about most of Pokemon. I am not knowledgeable about the competitive aspect, and there are some things I will get wrong about Pokemon. So if I'm, yapping away like I am, and you catch something wrong, please inform me, educate me in the comments. I am always eager to learn about things, especially my special interests. Don't mind the sipping noises. I have a Monster Energy drink. Also, don't mind my burping. I have a Monster Energy drink right next to me. What should our rival name be? I didn't have a rival in my source memories, so my Pokemon source, I can talk a little bit about that while I play through. I'm just gonna go with my default favorite rival, one of my favorite rivals. While we go through here, I can talk about my source memories. I was the adopted older son of Giovanni. In my Pokemon source, I'm the adopted older son of Giovanni. He found me behind a Pokemon Center at a few months old and took me in. This is before Silver was even a concept at the time. I I didn't start my Pokemon journey until I was 14, and so Giovanni was very, very protective over me, because I was his first child in my memories. He would not let me go on a Pokemon journey unless he had someone accompanying me, and by that point, when I was 14, that's when Petrol came into the story. Petrol did not have he didn't have a solid place like he does in the Gen 2 games. He went with me on my journey through all the regions and stuff, and my dad, Giovanni, he specially requested a Cyndaquil be delivered to him because he was kind of working with the Pokemon professors. Like, he was working with Professor Oak because he was disguised as a gym leader. Because nobody knew he was the leader of Team Rocket. All they knew is he was the mysterious 8th gym leader, and nobody knew where the fuck he went for a while. Like periods at a time. He specially requested a Cyndaquil, and that's where I got Fireball, who is my partner Pokemon and best friend. Oh, I'm gonna change this text speed, hold on. Text speed is fucking gross. Also gonna put it that. Now, since there is no option for Cyndaquil, we're not going with Charmander. We are going to, in fact, go with Squirtle. Squirtle is my personal favorite Pokemon from Kanto. Kanto. My personal favorite Pokemon from Kanto. When it comes to, as far as starters, I have a favorite Pokemon from each region. You will notice this as I play through the other games. I will always choose them. Hold on 1 second, my cat has something in his mouth. Sir, get that away from you. I don't know how much everybody has told you. I don't have the best integration with my system if I don't have the host role. Because in our system, hosts, co-hosts, and gatekeepers, they all share memories with each other to help with communication. Since I willingly gave up my host role, I do not have the best integration. In case nobody told you guys in our channel introduction, you know, to get to know about us, we have 3 cats. We have Autumn, who is our partner's emotional support animal, and then we have 2 other cats. Their names are Ace and Luffy, and they're named after One Piece characters, respectively, not respectfully. Luffy is very, very, very much so lives up to his name. He has pushed Ace out of the way for food before. He tries to actively steal food from mine and from us and our partner system, all the time. And Ace babies him. Ace babies him. He's constantly cleaning him and cuddling with him and stuff. So it's definitely very big brother, little brother relationship there. I would sit here and try to shiny hunt this thing, but I don't think you guys want to sit and watch an entire video of us just hunting and hunting and hunting and hunting for a shiny Pokemon. No way. I'm not gonna do that to you guys. So we're just gonna play it through as best as we can. Well, not even as best as we can. Well, yes, as best as we can. I don't claim to be the best at Pokemon. I never will claim to be the best at Pokemon. I will just say that I'm autistic and it's my special interest. I know a lot about Pokemon, but I will never claim to be the best at it. There are definitely people out in the world that can absolutely kick my ass and wipe the floor with me and my teams, because I don't build my teams for competitiveness. I build my teams based on what Pokemon I like, what other types I have in my team. I try to at least have 1 or 2 Pokemon. We try to at least balance our teams out, me especially. Try to balance our teams out with things that, for example, since I chose Squirtle, I'm gonna try for a Jolteon, because I really, really like Jolteon. I'm gonna get a Jolteon, and I'm gonna get a Fire type, I'm gonna get an Electric type, and I'm going to maybe get a Grass type, I don't know. I'm definitely getting a flying type for flight capabilities. But I have a strategy for my teams. We will actively go, like, when we find out the Pokedex for the, like, new games coming out. Excuse me. We have strategies. We will look at the Pokedex roster for each game that's coming out. And we're gonna do this from Winds and Waves as well. And we look at the Pokedex and we choose our starter from there. What we do with our starters, though, we wait to see the typings of their final evolutions. And then we choose that, and then we build our team from that. There are Pokemon that will almost always be on our team, if we can get them. Shinx is one of them, because we really, really like Luxray. Luxray is one of our favorite Pokemon. Shinx is one of them, Ralts is also one of them, because Gardevoir is a fucking powerhouse if you know how to use her. Typhlosion is also another one, because Cyndaquil line. And other times I'll switch things around, like I'll jump and get a Ghost type every so often. Like a Pokemon Emerald, I already have some of my team laid out. I'm going to immediately go to Mount Pyre as soon as I physically am able to. I'm going to run to Mount Pyre and get a Shuppet, because I really, really like the Banette. I'm not going to try get a Gengar in here. I may try for a Haunter. I've been experimenting more with more types. I may grab a Haunter, I don't know yet. Kanto is one of those regions where I'm not really like... I'm always moving my team around for Gen 1 games. I don't really have a static one other than definitely Jolteon, and definitely Pidgeot, and definitely Blastoise. Like, half of my team is always a definite. With that being said, there are a few Pokemon that I'll grab. Like for Lieutenant Surge, I almost always go and try to find either a Diglett or a Dugtrio, because Lieutenant Surge can go fucking eat a railroad tie. His Raichu pisses me off really bad. Gen 3, I physically will not touch Torchic. Tate and Liza genuinely pissed me off so badly one time. I had to restart my entire run because I couldn't beat them, because I didn't have my team like as utilized as possible as like I could have, and they were way under leveled, and I wasn't gonna sit around and grind while I was already annoyed with these two 9-year-old ass children. So I ended up just restarting, choosing, I think, Mudkip. And went on from there. I have favorite champions as well. My top three being Blue, Lance, and Steven. I really like Blue, Lance, and Steven. Even though Lance is a cheating ass motherfucker and has underleveled Dragonites. You'll notice I also name all of my Pokemon. Nicknaming things is always a thing that I've done. It's not because I used to do Nuzlocke or anything. Hell no, I don't have the patience to do Nuzlocke. I've always nicknamed them. And I always will. Like, I already have a nickname for what I'm going to choose for my Wind and Wave starters. If you guys haven't seen, most of you in the Pokemon community have seen the Winds and Wave starters by now. I'm going to choose Pombon. If its typing doesn't go to shit. If it's another firefighting type, absolutely not. But I'm gonna choose Pombon. The current plan right now is choosing Pombon and naming it Kotsky after Bakugo, because Angry Pomeranian. I'm trying to figure out a name. I am so sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I got one, guys. Okay. There is a character, so another one of our special interests is One Piece. We're called the Lone Wolf Pirates. We consider ourselves to be a pirate crew. Most of our alters are One Piece fictives because it's a special interest and it's a big comfort to us. It is a huge comfort to us, like any piece of media would be that a brain just latches onto. Most of the names that are going to come to mind for most of our playthroughs are going to be One Piece centric. I just named the Pidgey Monet. Monet is a character from One Piece. She's from the Punk Hazard arc, specifically. Spoiler alert for those of you that are just starting One Piece. By the way, if you are just starting One Piece, you guys got a long journey ahead of you. It is currently sitting at 1,155, I think is what Season 1 ended at. I can't remember. No, they did pick up again. So it's more closer to, I think, like 1,160 now. Or 1,165. That might be a lot closer. I haven't looked at the total episode count in a little bit. Not since before they went on hiatus. I can talk about our special interests, though. We have a special interest in Pokemon, obviously. We have a special interest in Dark Souls. We have a special interest in One Piece. And we have a special interest in true crime and World War II, Germany. Autistic people cannot choose their special interests. I'm very, very aware that World War II Germany is not exactly the best special interest to have, because that makes people see you weird. Same with true crime. We can't help it. If you hear us talking about random ass things from those topics, I'm sorry. This is also an education station for some people because of random special interest facts being spouted. Like, for instance, now that I remember, the Bismarck, his cannons apparently were so powerful that when they either test fired them or when they did fire them, it knocked his comm systems out. It was either that or it was the King Tiger, which would be a Tiger Toe. Either way, one of the things they made, I'm pretty sure it was Bismarck. Again, another World War II nerd can gladly correct me. I really want to get my facts straight on this. Pretty sure it was Bismarck. Yeah, his guns were so powerful and knocked the comm systems out. The British also did not sink him. Allegedly, again, allegedly, the British also allegedly didn't sink him, and his crew scuttled him because they didn't want Britain to have the victory. Like, they did not want them to have that win. But they punched a shit ton of holes in him, so. And the Allied powers were so scared of Bismarck that they bombed his sister ship Tirpitz at the harbor she was sitting in. I think she was a medical ship. I don't know a lot about Tirpitz. But anyways, we are just leveling up, going to fight Brock. I'm gonna try, and what I'm going to plan out, if there is nothing big that I have to do in between gyms, I'm gonna try and take out at least 2 gyms every episode. That way I can just run through them and stuff easier. Sir, I obviously have 2 Pokemon on my team. What do you mean? Oh, you don't have a Pokemon? I have 2 of them. I'm so sorry if there's random quietness or like silence or whatever in between conversation stuff. We tend to zone out from our ADHD. We also dissociate because we have a lot of people that really like Pokemon. We have a lot of Pokemon fictives. We may take a moment to pause the recording and retype who is in front, which is to the side of our VTuber model. If you guys haven't noticed that already, I am so sorry if that sounded like mean or condescending. We're a big system. We're going to dissociate a lot. We're going to have headaches. Typically, which is why, and I think some YouTubers will do this too. There's a YouTuber that we used to watch, or still do watch from time to time, because some of his playthroughs give us a lot of comfort. Chugga Conroy. I don't know if he records mass videos, like mass records, and just ends and then starts his intro again and goes again. I don't know if he does that or if he just records one video and goes and then does it the next day and the next day. I know Mark doesn't. Markiplier is very, very busy man. Very proud of him, by the way. Very, very proud of him for I almost said One Piece. Very proud of him for Iron Lung. Went and saw it when it came out. With our partner system. Very, very good. Definitely recommend. It is out on YouTube, actually. Very, very big recommend from us. We could be weird, but these trees to us look like so. Envision this for us, guys, right? The tree looks like a muscular man with a tiny torso and like really small legs, like a One Piece build, right? The top of it is the head, and then like you see the anger eyebrows and like the nose and stuff, and then like the sides of it are like arms, and then like hands, and then like the middle part is like the torso, and then like right under that middle part is like the tiny legs. I don't know if anyone else can see that, but we do. We always have. Ever since we were tiny, like a little kid, we've always seen it like that. One Piece build over here. We also will get moments of silence because we're used to chat and interacting with chat. Recording videos is something new for us. We haven't really gotten the chance to actually sit and record videos and actively like talk to ourselves like this as if we're talking to an audience. We're gonna be a little weird and awkward at first because we're used to someone responding back from chats. So yeah, trying our best here, guys. We're not expecting money or anything from this. We're just doing this for fun because we want to. We enjoy content creation. It gives us something to do. And it allows us to actively like talk and hopefully get our social skills up and our social anxiety, because recording a video and knowing and understanding that there are people that's going to watch this, and if we end up blowing up here on YouTube, you know, like thousands of like millions of people watching this, that's gonna help our social anxiety. We have really bad social anxiety. A lot of us are very, very awkward. I'm one of those people. We will also repeat things quite often, because we don't realize that we've said it, or we have said it, or forgot, or we're just anxious and trying to find something to talk about. I know our mic quality isn't like 4K Ultra HD, like pretty princess perfect quality. We're using a headset mic. It's not gonna be perfect, but I like this headset. This headset is great. It is a Lucio headset. It's a Razer headset. It's a Lucio headset. Our partner system had one because Lucio's my favorite character from Overwatch. Ours personally is Reaper. Reaper, Hanzo, and Cassidy are our favorites. And yeah, so they buy every bit of Lucio merch that they can, because Blizzard is not very kind to Lucio. Unfortunately. If our voice sounds raspy, today was tea day. We do tea every Monday. So if our voice sounds weird, raspy, whatever, that's why. Just running through the forest. We will also do things like ROM hacks and stuff like that on this channel. And once we get a capture card with Pokemon, at least. With Pokemon, once we get a capture card, we'll play like the other Switch games, like Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet, things like that. There are a lot of games we are wanting to play. We just need a capture card for them. Or a better PC in terms of Steam games. So we're working with what we have and what we can, you know, manage with. Do we have a potion? We should have a potion. Dude, we have 4 of them. Damn, okay. When we finish with this game, our goal is to go to Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Or playing Pokemon Crystal. I refuse to play Red, Blue, Yellow as much as I adore Red, Blue, Yellow and the 8-bit graphics. I cannot stand the bugs that are in Gen 1 games, especially the Rap thing of not able to attack because Rap's attack continues. That is one thing that irks me. If we can't get 1 or 2 gems in each video, because I don't want the videos to be too long, I may stick to one gem per video, and then make Victory Road and the Elite Four the longest one, because I'm gonna try and get Victory Road and the Elite Four all in one shebang. I'm gonna probably need a editing software or find somebody to edit my Elite Four fails though, because I'm going to get wiped on the Elite Four a lot. I can tell you that now. We're not the best, like, as in terms of, like, editing videos, things like that, but we try. If we find a Pikachu. Nah, I won't take Pikachu. If we do find a Pikachu and it is shiny, however, we will pick up a shiny. Which, fun fact for those of you that don't know, the shiny odds, once X and Y got released, were cut in half. They were cut in half from 1 in 8,192 to 1 in 4,096, and that was because of the introduction of horde battles there are other factors that you can in fact cut your shiny chances, that you can cut those shiny chances more with. Shiny Charm is one of them. Scarlet and Violet, I know there are sandwiches that will raise your shiny chances, and that does stack with the Shiny Charm. I think, a Sparkling Sandwich and a Shiny Charm, I think, is 1 in 312 in Scarlet and Violet, if I remember off the top of my head. We're gonna go fight as many, trainers as we can in the forest to help get everybody's level up. Finally, you learned a different move. Yes, I'm gonna change Pokemon. Give me Le Tank. The only one that doesn't have a name so far that's One Piece themed is Tank, and I've always named Squirtles Tank or Panzer if they're a girl, because I have, the Tank and Panzer are relatively the same thing, just different languages. Panzer has two meanings, meaning tank or armor, which is why the Panzer Soldat in the Origins map of Black Ops 2 has the name Panzer Soldat. It literally means armored soldier when translated in English, which is also why a lot of tanks in Germany are called like Panzer, like Panzer II, Panzer IV, stuff like that. It's a double meaning word, depending on the context. I don't know if anybody else has noticed it, with the correct angle of Kakuna, you can actually, like, it looks like it's wearing a bow tie, if you're looking at it, like, head on. Like, it looks like it has a little, business tie, it's really cute. I don't know if anyone's told you this told anyone or spoke about it on the channel introduction video, but you'll notice our fronting will change kind of frequently. Some of us will stay in front, but other people, like, you'll notice changes on the list of who's fronting. We switch a lot. We have a high head count. Another reason why we zone out so bad, and I do apologize for that in advance. A lot of bugs in this forest. I was honestly contemplating on doing a randomized run of this game, but nah. I may do a randomized run on stream at some point, but probably not on here, because we like having routine. We like having, like, knowing where things are. We like with recordings and stuff like this, or like, well, as if I had recorded before, like for things like this, we like to have it static, where we know what's going on, we know what we're supposed to do, or like, unless we're playing a game that we've never played before, we don't like messing with or modifying it if we can help it. Things like Fallout New Vegas, the only things we mod in are like, I personally made a mod where I fixed Boone's face for New Vegas and made him essential so he can't fucking die. on hardcore mode. Like it's called the Immortal Boon mod. It's on Nexus Mods. If anyone wants to ever check that out. You know, I fixed his face so it doesn't look like he was whacked with a shovel, and then made him essential so he can't die. Like, the most I would ever do is, like, tweak the NPCs a little bit, like, if they're companions, like, in Fallout, where I make them essential, stuff like that, because I have had it in Fallout 3, where I was running around with Jericho, because Jericho is my go-to companion. I've had it in Fallout 3, where I have gone into a building, and Jericho has died within 2 minutes, and I got tired of it, and said, fuck it, and decided to go into the Gek, and make him essential so he couldn't die. I was tired of restarting my saves, damn it. I also apologize if the mic quality is bad, or like, I'm too loud compared to the game and stuff. I can't hear what everything sounds like on a viewer's end until I'm done recording. I mean, I can do a test recording. Like, I could do a test recording and test it out. 31 minutes, damn. And if it turns out this one is like way too underbalanced with this, because I'm not going to save after this recording, just in case I need to restart the game. Because we want perfection for everybody. We're a very perfectionist person. We have to be perfect. If we're not perfect, someone in our system fronts and has panic attacks. Because we're not a perfect person, and it freaks him out. Just narcissism things. Tied with both childhood trauma and source trauma. Source trauma for him, childhood trauma for us, because we're not talking about childhood trauma on YouTube. This is YouTube. We're not talking about childhood trauma here. That's for Twitch. Being close with my viewers is for Twitch. If anything, I may or may not do a test stream if this one doesn't go out too well. Oh, hi, Papa. Hi, Luffy. Sorry, cat. He keeps hopping up by me. Hi, Papa. I had to give the baby a little kiss. I don't know if you heard him meow, but... Because actually I can test this recording for my balances for Twitch anyways. Because I'm gonna maybe do a test stream. And then I can do streaming on there and then recording on here too. On days I don't want to stream. Because that grind never stops. Hold, please. We're gonna beat Brock and then call it here. because this is like gonna be like a 30 to 40 minute video, maybe a 45-minute video. So fuck you and your bind. I also noticed we curse a lot, guys. We do apologize for that. I mean, we don't care if we make money or not through YouTube. Like, we really don't care if we make money or not through YouTube, I'm gonna be honest. We're just doing it for the love of the game. Like, literally just because it's fun and it's something we want to do. No! Fuck. Okay. I guess that's how it is then. So we beat him. Rock Tomb. I'm going to save here. We love you guys. We're going to catch you in the next time. We're gonna call it here, because again, it's almost like a 42-minute video. We love you guys. We're gonna try not to make our videos too long. And catch you guys in the next video. Bye!